Paltrocast.
Barbara, how's your day going aside from answering the same questions over and over and over again?
That's about it. No, they're not all the same. I have to say they're not all the same. And I try to not give the same answers. But you have a nice house.
There you go. Well, we were connected to talk about DALÍLAND. When did you actually finish it?
I don't remember. It was in the pandemic. It was in Liverpool, and we were all sitting in the pandemic.
Got it. And Mary, hell of a director, great director with great credits.
Wonderful.
When did you first learn about Mary?
Well, I learned first about her when she offered me the part, and then I remembered. Then I realized she's the director of American Psycho, which I never saw because I was afraid to see it because I'm not dealing very well with these kind of movies. But then I had to watch it, of course, and I thought it was really great. And then I watched her other things she did, and then my decision was made. I will do this.
Right. I had the pleasure of seeing American Psycho on Broadway. Did you know that it was a musical for a while?
No. Wow. No.
Yeah, well, I think that credit goes to Mary for finding people who are very dark or twisted, but finding the lovable traits in them. And I think that this film that you worked on is yet another example of that.
It's true, yeah.
So you learned about Mary because they reached out to you for the part and all that. Had you worked with anyone from this production before being cast in the role?
No. I heard that Ben Kingsley was going to play Dalí, and that, of course, was also a draw. And no, I didn't know any. And then I had worked with Rupert in what did we work? Oh, we worked together on 12 Monkeys. Yeah, there was only one actor with whom I'd worked before. No, another German one. Yeah, with Alexander Bayer. I worked with him before, right?
Oh.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Got it. Had you filmed in Liverpool before this film?
No.
So what was the weather like? Is the weather the same as what we see on screen to what it was in reality? Because it rains there a lot.
No, it was supposed to be New York. No, it was nice. The weather was nice, yeah. I actually tried to do a little trip into the country, and it was a total disaster because I didn't manage to drive on the left side.
Is that on your resume? Sometimes when you get the CV of the actors, it goes clean driving record.
No, I don't think that's on my resume. I don't even know what my resume is. I haven't seen one in a long time.
In the 70s and 80s, when people sent out their headshots, there'd be the one photo of them with the tennis racket and one photo of them, in fancy clothing, and then one of them in shorts to kind of show, hey, I can do it all. But I'm guessing you never had to do that, Barbara.
I never even had a headshot.
Really?
No, I never had a headshot.
So I know about your background as a singer. Did singing help get you further into acting?
No, I was already established in acting, and then I did this sort of as a secret side gig.
Wow. Okay. Now, when it comes to your singing career, every now and then, hey, you were on the 12 Monkeys soundtrack, kind of uncredited, but your music was in there. Do you think of yourself as a singer that acts, an actor, an actress that sings, or both?
Well, I'm an actor and I sing, and I have a niche in the classical world where I do very special things, but I'm predominantly an actor, yeah.
Have you been doing anything related to your singing lately?
No. I've shot TV series and I shot 2 films, and I haven't sang anything.
Hopefully.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Gala didn't sing,
Well said. So how many movies or projects ago is this for you? Because you mentioned this is during the pandemic, and we've seen you pop up in a lot of different streaming shows and TV shows. You're one of those people that you never know when Barbara's going to pop up next.
Yeah, I don't either.
So is this like 4 projects ago or 6 projects ago, something like that?
If you talk like major roles, then I would say it's maybe 2 projects or 3 projects, but smaller thing. Yeah, 3 projects, but Smaller things, I would say maybe 5. I've done lately 2 small things.
Was there a lot of prep needed for this particular role in Daliland?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you play a character that really exists, you have to prep. I read the biography and I read whatever I could find. There was, of course, not as much about her as about Dalí. So I read, but Dalí wrote about her in his biography, and I tried to get whatever I could get. And what was difficult was that was very negative, usually, everything that was written about her. I mean, I read a book about her where I thought the guy who wrote it really hated her. And she was a very fierce woman, you know, she didn't tolerate fools. She was for her time a sexually liberated woman, did not respect other marriages, lived in a ménage à trois before she met Dalí. So she was somebody to reckon with, and I tried to find within this, where is the Gala that he loved, because you have to bring that in there too. You can't just, you know, and it was because if you only go after what these people have all written, she would have become a caricature. So I needed to find her humanity, you know, within all this and kind of bring it in there.
Interesting answer there. With Dalí, something that blew my mind was I was watching a documentary about Rick James, the singer, and he talked about a night that he spent hanging out with Dalí, that Dalí just sketched him, and Rick James got so high, he just crumbled it up and it fell in the ocean or something like that. But
wow,
you never
I
think,
didn't know that.
How would Dalí have met Rick James? And you go, well, artists know artists, yet we kind of pigeonhole Dalí to just being around other artists.
Yeah, well, he was in New York. Did you meet him in New York?
I thought it was Hawaii of all places,
Oh,
which
okay.
why would Dalí be in Hawaii?
Hawaii?
But I mean, everyone wants to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, no, I don't know that. I don't know that story.
So ultimately, where can we see you next? Are we allowed to know, or do we just have to follow you on Instagram to find out the latest?
Well, I don't do Instagram. I don't do Facebook, and I don't do Instagram, and I have done a little bit on Instagram, but it's not about me. I have done Instagram, but you don't see me, you see other things, also interesting things, but not me. So, well, the next thing you see me in Daliland, of course. Sure. And then I made a German film, and then another film is coming out in Germany, the sequel of a film that I did 2 years ago. So, which I don't know whether it will come to the United States, but there are 2 films. One is finished and one is just finished. Got it. And I know that you received... then a C2B series, which I did in Europe.
And what I was about to say before I rudely interrupted you was you recently got a Lifetime Achievement Award from one of the film festivals. So hopefully you're going to be on an award tour for the foreseeable future, that they keep doing that, and then you get the honorary doctorates, and then we have to call you Dr. Barbara. I'm hoping
right.
that
when you get old, then they just give it to you for that you existed.
I don't say
for your work anymore. It's just you existed. You made it for so long. You hung around so long. Now we really got to give you an award.
I didn't say old. I'm saying vintage, classic. Those are the words that describe you and your career. And it's fantastic to see that you're still pushing boundaries. You're still married to the craft. You're still interesting, Barbara.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for taking the time, and really looking forward to whatever is next.
Okay, good. Bye-bye.
Paltrocast.